Are we on? Hey! Alright, what's happening, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well this evening. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Yes, we're back at work. Back here again at the beach for my 30-minute break. The fastest 30 minutes on YouTube. So yeah, it was a good ride down here. No problems. Worked out pretty good. So far, no bad weather so far. There's still a guy here working, man. He's loading up his truck. He's a ice cream guy loading up his truck, and which is pretty odd for a 10 o'clock on a Monday night. Usually everybody's gone already, and I thought I saw somebody messing around on the dock up there. I was like, man, is there somebody here? And sure enough. So went ahead and did my switching out, got my trailer swapped out, everything's good to go. So we just killing a little time here for the 30-minute break. I went on break at 10 o'clock. So we got roughly 22 minutes. Maury! That's right. Come on here. That's right. What's up, Maury? Yeah, man. That's the man right there. Yeah. Maury, you a trip, man. Crazy. Get in the chopper. Yeah. I don't think there's any fireworks tonight, yo. I don't see nothing happening over there, so I guess that was just a potluck deal, I reckon. So Adam the Woo? That's right. My computer's going off here. Adam the Woo? Yeah, I love watching Adam, man. Yeah, so we get this break over with. We let me check the Maury says, let me check the Pelican schedule, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. I guess that's what he's talking about, baseball team or something. Richard Smith, how you doing, man? Yeah, so we get this break out of the way, man. We're splitting 4.5 hours back the other way. And but first, excuse me, I want to give a big shout out to somebody. And I talked to him on the phone probably about, 45 minutes ago. Well, I called him earlier. He was busy, and he called me back. And we've talked on the phone a couple of times. And he is a fabulous guitar player. And his name is Johnny A. So go on YouTube and type in Johnny A, and you'll see his channel. My God. And you'll know it's him when you see him, because he looks just like Walter White from Breaking Bad. I know he gets that a lot. Johnny, if you're watching, man, I mean that as a compliment. So he is a tremendous guitar player. I think he just moved into a new apartment or something, so now he has like 2 different camera angles when he does his videos. He has one, of course, facing him, and another one kind of over here when he's playing, and it kind of goes back and forth. It's really cool, his whole setup. Well, Sullivan, good evening. How you doing, my friend? So check out Johnny A, man, on YouTube. He's an excellent guitar player. He does what they call case studies on certain guitar players. Like, he's done one on Vivian Campbell, Jakey Lee, and some other ones. And not only is he a great guitar player, man, he's a super nice guy, man. I mean, he is just a pleasure to talk to. Really, really cool guy. So go on YouTube, check out Johnny A. Johnny and the letter A. And that'll be his channel. And if I could play just an ounce like that man, that would be awesome. He's a really cool guy, though, man. Johnny A. He's really cool, fabulous guitar player, just amazing. Check him out, man. Awesome dude. But yeah. So speaking of another Johnny Bean, I didn't really get to watch much of his show, man. Or listen to it or whatever. I was right when he came on. I was going into a dead zone, so I didn't get to check it out. Maybe the first few minutes. I saw where he got a package from, I guess it was the guys from FU Tone. I'm thinking that's what it was. Excuse me. And pretty cool though, man. Pretty cool. He's been getting a lot of stuff lately, man, from viewers, which is really nice. That's really awesome. You know, people are taking the time to send him a couple little things here and there. Excuse me, man. I don't know what's going on. And I think that's awesome. People take the time to do that. That's fantastic. Is this guy still here? Yep. He's still loading ice cream on his truck there. Man. Maury says next time Pelicans have fireworks are on Saturday, May 6th. Okay. Well, I won't be here. I'll be on vacation. But thank you, Maury, for that update, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I will be on vacation the first week of May. Looking forward to that, man. So I got this week and next week. And, oh, yeah, have a week off. Looking forward to, I think my wife and I are going to go out of town for a few days. You know, kick back, relax, get away from this place for a week, get out of this driver's seat for a week from this truck. And looking forward to doing that, spending time with her and shooting some videos and going to see my parents, hanging out with them for a little bit, and then we'll come back. And by the time we do all that, the week will be pretty much about over. We usually like to come back of 2 or 3 days before the vacation is over, so I can still have some time to just mellow out at the house and not go anywhere. You ever notice that when it's time to go on vacation, everybody's like, yeah, let's go on vacation. And it seems like you get more tired on vacation than you do when you're at work. Man, so, but like I've said before, doing this for a living, driving all the time, man, you really don't want to go anywhere when it's your time off. But since I'll be off for a week, it won't be no big deal. We'll go up there and chill out. Take a vacation from your vacation, Maury says. Yeah, I guess that's why some people will take 2 weeks off back to back, you know. They go full throttle on that first week of vacation. They go to the beach, mountains, wherever. And they get back and take that second week and just don't do nothing. I remember there was a guy that at a place I used to work. He saved up all his vacation time. He wouldn't use none during the summer or nothing like that. You know when he used it? It was pretty wild. When it come around to that time of month, that month, I was like, wow, that was a pretty good idea. He would take the whole month of December off. That whole month of December, he would take that off. So he had all that time off to, you know, if he wanted to do decorations, you know, for Christmas or whatever in his house, or do Christmas shopping, and then he didn't have to worry about being on the road with all that traffic. I remember that was a long time ago. I wasn't working here. Well, Sullivan says, I hear that. I delivered for a pharmacy. I got to touch this screen. These comments fade. I delivered for a pharmacy for 11 years. Got to the point where I didn't want to drive home at the end of the day. And it was only a 10-minute drive. I know how you feel, Mr. Sullivan. I know how you feel. When I get done at the end of the night or early in the morning, sometimes I don't want to drive home, but lucky for you, that drive was only 10 minutes. Mine is an hour. An hour to drive home. And of course, an hour to come back the next day. It's you know, it's called doing what you got to do, you know. We've had, over the years that I've been here, we've had guys quit because they didn't like the hours. And they quit, and then like a month later they'll come back wanting a job back, because there's nothing around our area or our region that pays, you know, pretty decent, you know. Mr. Bruce, hey man, how you doing? Thank you for hopping in, man. We had a guy, I guess he's still working here. I don't know. But he had, well, I can't go into all the details of it because I don't really know. But I'm not, you know, of course I wouldn't throw nobody's name out there. But There was a driver that worked here, and I guess he came back. I think he's still working here, but he took some time off to because he said he had some stuff going on, some personal issues. Well, what he was doing was, from what I understand, he tried another job out somewhere else, and he was working there for a while, and I think somebody saw him working somewhere else when he was supposed to be taking some kind of personal time off. And so I don't know, he came back over here, and there was a big old rigmarole. Some stuff went down. I don't know if he's still working here or not. I know he was gone for about 2 weeks. I didn't see him on Facebook or nothing. I said, man, I wonder what happened to him. And then all of a sudden he was back, but he wasn't wearing a uniform. You know, he wasn't wearing work clothes. He's wearing like regular clothes. And I was like, man, I thought maybe he was out sick, you know, or something like that. So I guess that caught up with him, I guess. I don't know. I guess he was testing the waters at another job, and somebody saw him or something, and it got back to the people over here, I would imagine. And so I don't think that went over too well. So I don't know if he's still working here or not. I don't know. I heard he was, but that was like a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen him, so I don't know. Seems like if you want to do something like that, the way to do that is take like 2 weeks vacation and try something out. But I mean, if somebody wanted to do that, I wouldn't do that. But I don't know, because you're on vacation, what does it matter, you know? But I don't know. I guess there's all kind of crazy things people will do, you know. There's no telling. No telling, man. But yeah, so if you watch a couple of vlogs back earlier, I played a little bit with my Joe Satriani model. That's just a JS100, by the way. It's like one of the first Ibanez JS Signature Series Ibanez that came out a long time ago. And it's a great guitar. The fret edges are a little bit, you know, I wish the fret edges were filed down a little bit. They're a little sharp, but it plays great. That's the first time I played that guitar when I did that vlog today, in quite some time. And that was fun. That was fun to play something different, try to take a little step away from the Wolfgang Special just for a little bit, you know, which I like to do that. I like to switch it up every now and again. I like to of course the Wolfgang Specials, but I like to play my Strats, my Hendrix Strats, a couple other Strats, my Telecasters, and of course today I tried out the that JS, you know, JS model, Joe Satriani model. And I don't think you can find those no more. Well, I don't see them no more where I shop at, on American Musical. I don't see them on there. Bruce says he loves his Strat. What do you got, Bruce? Is it a Fender, I'm assuming, or is it another brand, you know? But on American Musical, I don't see those JS100s no more. They might be available at Musician's Friend or Sweetwater or something, but I know you can find them all day long on eBay. But I had that guitar, the first JS100 I had, I got it years and years ago off of eBay. And the guy I talked to, he sold it to me. And, okay, Bruce, Fender Standard Strat. Cool, man. Awesome. Great guitars. Got it from eBay. I think it was, I don't know, like $450, something like that. He said it shipped it in a hard shell case and everything. And he told me, he said, if you ever want to sell it, get in touch with me. I'll buy it back from you. Because he already had it all set up. He used it for some of his gigs. It was in excellent condition. So I get the guitar. I have it for years, man. And I guess about 3 years ago, I sold it. Like an idiot. I sold it on eBay because I needed some money. And I didn't get in touch with that guy because I couldn't, you know, that was so many years ago. I wouldn't want to dig through all that, you know, my account to try to find. I mean, I couldn't remember what his screen name was. It's been so long ago. And What, Richard? You got them? You got them? Mine's. I don't. You got me lost, Mr. Smith. I think. I'm not understanding what you're saying right there. So I sold it, and I missed it. I was like, man, I missed that JS100 because I used it quite a bit back in the band days, you know. And so I bought another one, and it wasn't the same. They had changed it. When I mean changed it, it's not like a drastic change. And oh, cool, Mr. Smith. Thank you, man. Okay, I got you. Thank you. And I noticed the first thing they changed was the Floyd Rose or whatever. It was different. And of course the sharp fret edges, you know, it's not extremely bad, but they're there, you can feel it. And the pickups weren't as hot. So that was 3 things I noticed right off the bat. I was like, man, the body and all that still look the same and everything. See, now the Satriani models have a humbucker and a single coil. The early Joe Satriani models had 2 humbuckers, which I like that better. But they had changed it, man, and it was like, oh man, it was kind of disappointing, to tell you the truth. I was like, man, and that guitar, that JS100, when I got it, it came with did it come with a case? Nope, it didn't. I had to buy a case with it. Yeah, it didn't come with a case. So I bought a hard shell case. So that guitar, that JS100, the one I rebought, it was man, it was like $800 something. So I was like, man. So I don't know if they started making those in another factory or what. But the first one I had was an excellent guitar, man. No problems with it whatsoever, man. Nothing. And I got this one, and it's still a great guitar, but it's just the quality does not quite match up with the first one. So I thought that was pretty wild. You know, I was like, man. So, you know, but it still plays great. I'd like to get some new pickups in it sometime down the road. But it's still a beautiful guitar. Beautiful guitar. That guy is still loading his truck, putting ice cream on it. Joe Satriani, man, one of my favorite guitar players. Oh, man. I was fortunate enough to see him live twice. I saw Joe Satriani years ago. This girl I was dating, I was a senior in high school. She was in college, I think. Yeah, she was in college. This girl I was dating, we went to go see him in Charlotte at the Grady Cole Center. It's like a small amphitheater. And that was on the Flying in the Blue Dream tour. That's when he still had hair, you know. And oh man, Flying in the Blue Dream. Talk about an awesome song. So I saw him then, and then it wasn't until probably, oh god, what? Gee whiz, man, 5-6 years ago. I got a T-shirt from when I went. It was the Experience Hendrix tour, where they have all these big name guitar players come on this tour and they play Jimi Hendrix songs. If you've never been to an Experience Hendrix concert, man, check it out. And if you like Jimi Hendrix, which if you don't, I wouldn't understand that, but some people might not. But if you don't, that's something seriously wrong. But I love Hendrix, as everybody knows. So I went to go to the Experience Hendrix show in Atlanta, and it was the guy I was in a band with, the drummer. He bought me a ticket. I didn't even know he bought me a ticket. I had no idea. You know, he calls me on the phone and he goes, "Joe, I got a surprise for you." I was like, and he was living in Atlanta. This is when the band was on hiatus, so to speak. And I said, "You got a surprise for me?" He goes, "Yeah, man. I know you like Jimi Hendrix, or you love Jimi Hendrix. I got 2 tickets to the Experience Hendrix show." He said, "It won't cost you nothing, man. Just drive down here to Atlanta. I'll meet you somewhere. We'll go to my house, and then we'll go to the show the next night, or that night. We'll go to the show. We'll have dinner, and we'll go." And I was like, man, I was blown away, man. I was like, are you serious? So I told my wife, I said, look, Dave got me a ticket to go to Experience Hendrix show. Do you mind if I go? She's like, no, I don't care. And it was awesome. Will Sullivan says, Flying in a Blue Dream, my favorite album from him. 2 killer tunes, One Big Rush, Back to Shala, Forgotten Part 2. Yes, Satriani, man, especially, it was just, oh man, just unbelievable. I love his guitar playing. But yeah, so I go down there, Atlanta, hook up with my buddy, the drummer, excellent drummer, by the way. God almighty, haven't talked to him in a long time. And so we go get something to eat, and we go to the Fox Theater in Atlanta. Never been there before. And it kind of blew me away because it's really not, I mean, when you look at it, when you're driving right there in that area where the Fox Theater is, it's not the best part of town. It's just not. And there was a parking garage right there next to the theater. It was either pay $10 and park there or park across the road down here, and it was, by the time we got out, it was going to be dark. And we're kind of sort of in the hood, kind of sort of, it's what it seemed like to me. And I said, Dave, man, park in this garage, man. And Mike is himself. He says, hey, Joe, I just got home from back surgery. Oh, man, popping some Norco and eating and checking out your channel. Thank you, Mike. Oh, man, good luck on your recovery, man. I had back surgery oh, God, pretty soon it'll be 2 years ago. Next month be 2 years ago. God almighty. Get well soon, Mike. So I told my buddy, I said, look, man, park in this garage right here. We don't need to, let's park right here. So he's like, cool. And I got you, Mike. I got you. And thank you for watching, man. And I hope you feel better soon. So we park in the parking garage, got a pretty decent spot. And we walk out onto the sidewalk and walking right to the Fox Theater, man, and it was like, I don't know how to say it. It's just like bums come out of nowhere. Hey, man, you got a cigarette? You got $1? Hey, man, let me have a cigarette. And I was like, my God. I was like, really? I mean, it was just, I felt like I was in Charlotte again, because I grew up in Charlotte, and it was like that in the city, in the evening. But anyway, we went in there and watched the show. Who was it opened up that show? Living Colour. I never knew much about Living Colour, except for the songs they had in the early 90s and stuff, Vernon Reid, awesome guitar player. Living Colour had some cool songs, but they came out and opened the show. And they were fantastic. I was like, golly, man. They were awesome, And what's his name? Danny Glover, that's his son that sings for Living Colour. That's Danny Glover's, from Lethal Weapon movies and all these other movies. That's his son. I think his name's Corey Glover. And man, it was awesome. And the house drummer, well, Living Colour had their drummer, but when they got off, Mike says he loves Living Colour. They can bring it. Boy, they can. I seen it for myself. I was like, holy crap, man. So when they got done and some other guys came out, what's his name? The drummer for Stevie Ray Vaughan's band, Double Trouble. Is it Chris Layton? He was the house drummer. So after Living Colour, I still remember this because I was like, man, I can't believe I'm watching this, After Living Colour done a few Hendrix songs, they went off the stage. 3-4 minutes goes by, if that long, and Billy Cox comes out, the bass player that played with Hendrix, and he took Noel Redding's place, and then of course the Band of Gypsies. Billy Cox comes out and plays Red House with Billy Cox sang it, and I think Ernest Isley from the Isley Brothers was playing guitar, and then Chris Layton was on drums, and they did Red House and just knocked it out of the park. And Billy Cox sang the hell out of that song, man. I was like, God almighty. And then Eric Johnson came out and played, and then Satriani came out. And Satriani played All Along the Watch. He come out with his shades on, and I was like, oh my God, you know. So that was the second time I got to see Satriani. It was awesome. It was fantastic. 2 minutes, folks, 2 minutes, and I got to wrap this up. I got to go. So if you've never seen an Experience Hendrix show, I highly recommend going to see that. If you are into that kind of thing, it's fantastic. I won't never forget it. It was an amazing experience. It was awesome, man. And I did get a T-shirt while I was there. It had the all the cities they were going to, and had the year on the back. It's at home somewhere. I have to check it out. Well, Sullivan says, Joe, do you listen to tunes when you drive? Sometimes I do, Mr. Sullivan. Sometimes I do, man. You know who I've been listening to the past couple of days? I know this might sound crazy, but I don't like every song they've done, but I like a few, and that's King's X. I know that might be kind of out in left field, but Ty Tabor, the guitarist for King's X, is just phenomenal. And his guitar tone is second to none. And Doug Pinnick, the singer, is just, oh my God, he's such a phenomenal singer. Just fantastic singer. So yeah, sometimes I do listen to some tunes, man, while I'm cruising sometimes, you know. So Richard Smith, thank you, man. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on and watching. I got to wrap this up. It is time to go. I got to get on duty. Hey, my wife just popped in. What's up, honey? I'm getting ready to leave. Getting ready to wrap it up. Let me see if I can get on duty. Yep, there we go. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for this quick chat here. Y'all be safe. Have a great night. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. I'm going to take... Oh, thank you, dear. I love you too, honey. Thank you for stopping in. It's my wife, everybody. All right, everybody. Well says, take it easy. I don't know how you do it. Do what you got to do. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you so much. You guys are way too kind. Don't forget to check out Johnny A on YouTube. He's awesome. See you later, guys. TheJonesProject.com.